Good afternoon. Today I'm planting butternut squash. I'm going to be planting it up this center arch trellis. I'm going to put plants on both sides of the trellis and hope for the best. Hope that they will climb up and over and provide a nice shaded entryway to the southern gate of the garden. Last year when I planted my butternut squash, they grew, and then what happened? Well, I got vine borers that got them. And the other big problem was deer. They just came in and they nibbled the whole thing away. And it was too late. I couldn't save them. Pesky, pesky. But one thing I have a lot of here in this place are deer. Deer live everywhere here. There are herds and herds of them. And so that is a problem I have to contend with. So in the ever-growing battle of person versus nature, I'll probably lose, but you know, maybe I can get a couple butternut squash off of it. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I also got my sweet potatoes last year, which were planted just on the interior of the fence and were growing up this fence, I'm trying to get smarter this year by creating barriers of sorts. I helped my dear son Nathan create this little barrier fence in here. It's got a little gate that I can open here and step inside. And I'm going to be planting my sweet potatoes in there, but I'm also going to be planting my butternut squash up this side. Now that doesn't completely solve the coming up to the edge here and getting them problem. Not sure what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to try to erect some sort of little temporary barrier, at least to try to discourage them from getting in. I will probably lose, but a person's got to try. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I am a no-dig gardener. And so this is a no-dig process that I'm using in this bed. This particular area where I'm going to plant, right at the base of the trellis, this actually was a straw bale garden last year, and it was doing great until the deer got it. So this is probably pretty well composted down here. It takes a while to get to the earth. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop the seeds right in there, and they should grow well. Just to make sure something grows, I think I'm actually going to plant 3 or 4 plants on each side, and then I will thin them down. 4 plants of butternut squash is way too much for what we eat, but it will be nice if some of them grow and can beat those vine borers and the deer and the rabbits and the groundhogs and anything else that comes along. Person against nature. This is actually the first time I've been in this little enclosure since we put the fence in, and it's kind of cozy in here. I had put some stepping stones down just so I could be able to step through the bed. I'm going to be planting my sweet potatoes all here, my butternut squash up there. I will probably do some combination of sweet potatoes and flowers down along this edge. We're also going to be putting in a barrier of hardware cloth that'll be about 2 feet tall. I don't really need a lot of tools to do this job. For the butternut squash, I am going to be using the Waltham Butternut Virginia Select from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. And I am going to probably be adding some Vermistella worm castings in. I have a little potting soil here just in case. I might put it in and let the seeds germinate in there. But these are pretty tough little seeds and they should go fine. The process is pretty straightforward. Just dig a little hole. You want to plant these seeds, maybe about an inch, ½ inch to an inch deep. I am putting 2 seeds in each planting hole just to ensure a good germination rate. They'll have to be thinned. Once you've got those seeds in, just tamp them down. We're going to water it in and the plants will come up. Once they start coming up and grow a little bit, I will begin to pull this mulch layer in closer to the plants themselves. The mulch and no-dig gardening is essential. You can see my video on mulching. I'll link it in the description below.